bottom side control, the desperation last attempt escape. We ended up in turtle, and then we escaped turtle, and we got to like a guard. It could have been half guard, full guard, open guard, whatever. So we're just going to go from there, but we're going to switch it now so that the person on top. So the person just did all that stuff from last week, and they ended up in like a open guard. We're just going to say open guard here. And the way it happened when they recovered from the turtle, probably on your knees right here. So from here, we're going to do a stag pass. So just a super basic stag pass. This is the way I prefer to do the stag pass. So we're going to swim under here. I kind of like dive in a little bit, palm to palm. So this should be like a gable grip, no thumbs, palm to palm. Here, boom. And then look, bring my elbows in here. And then you can do either pick them up and pull them in here like this onto your lap. Or if maybe they're too big, you can kind of like walk up and get them on your lap like this. So I'm on my toes. He's like, his hips are off the mat. They're on my lap right here. Tight. So the whole time I'm doing this, my elbows are pinched tight. So it's a little different than no-gi. We have the grips, and the grips are better. So the way I like to do this is I want to reach as high as I can, but still be able to hug this leg. So if I reach so high that there's this big gap between the leg, that's too high. I want to get here, and then I'll usually try to pull this here. So now that's as high as I can get while still hugging this. Does that make sense? This part right here? That's the important part. This tight, and then pull this here. Boom. And then from here, we got the grips again in the gi, so I can go 4 fingers on like his hips right here in the pants. And then I'm gonna explain this a little better in a second, but I'm gonna lean forward. So it's like I'm starting to sprawl forward, and my belly is on his hips right here. So my belly is putting his hips up in the air. I'm going to get to this 45-degree angle right here. And I'm still just going to push in with my belly here like this. See that? He moved his leg. That's what I want. I want him to give me the pass. I'm not passing his guard. He's making me pass his guard. He moved his leg. I didn't even tell him to do that. He moved his legs to that side of my head. I didn't move my head around like that. You can pull your head back, but don't like duck and take the pressure off. Does that make sense? So from this side, the big issue I saw yesterday with most people is when they started stacking here, and it is harder in no-gi, but they would like stand up like this. So you see his hips are coming off the mats, and I'm driving him this way, but look where my belly is, it's up high, or they'd be standing up like way out here. So from here, it's not tight. He can move his legs, he can circle in, get his legs back into play, and stop the guard pass. When I do this here, look, my belly right here, I want that connected to him right here, look. And now it's not going to come off of there until he lets me pass. So look, I'm just sprawling forward with my belly into his hips right here. Pass the guard. Does that make sense? Any questions? Good? What's making him move that leg? Pressure on the knee? Like why would he? Well, my pressure's on his hips, but basically it's just extremely uncomfortable and painful. I'll show you on the side, but it sucks, so they want to move their leg. I mean, we can still move, but I'm focusing on the way I say it that way, like make them pass, is so that you know you're doing the right pressure. Because if they feel fine with their legs up in the air, you're not doing it right. Good? All right, ready?